Right, so I'm ready for goal number 3 now. This stage 2, once I've done this stage 2, this older BMW should win this one after the next 2 goals. That's what it says anyway. I just wanted to upgrade some of the car anyway. There's a new couple of series that have opened. This is one of them in Legend. Breakneck Legends for the Venom. Now if you've got any of the other cars, you can obviously start that. You see there I've done a little bit of that, 30 whatever it is, 31% of that. And there's also another one for the slower, or the older one, but no less enjoyable car to drive in Pro, this retro rear wheel drive Tour. Now in that, so that's the same really as the classic American Muscle, virtually anyway. Right, so it's those cars there. So in that you're going to have a choice of the old 72 Porsche, obviously that BMW, the Cobra, El Police car, or the old proper thing, old proper American Muscle. Anyway, so that's 2 series you can get. So you can get a bit of gold out of both of those, and obviously racing dollars if you need it. Right, so as for stage 2, goal number 3. What's he got to do? See how it was done. Won some tough competition. No idea. Phil Dermer, doesn't ring a bell with me. Although it was 1973, so it probably wouldn't do. Right, 4 laps at Daytona International. So I've had a couple of the upgrades have come in, but obviously not all of them. Let's say Daytona. Right, so obviously with that we're going to need a fair bit of top speed, you would think. I'm just upgrading this to what I sort of upgrade everything to. I'm not giving it any preference or... So it looks like I've probably spent about maybe 40 or 50 gold on this car. I won't be spending any more for a while. Right, so 4 laps. Now I don't know if we're going to need the auto engineer or not. I should actually have serviced that last night, but the thing was, if I'd had 4 laps, it would have gone into the red anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. Now I don't know if I'm going to need this car on the next one, because it seems to be alternate the way it's going, but in case I'm going to use the auto engineer. Awkward thing is there's no drafting. That drafting certainly does make a big difference. Well, I presume there's no drafting anyway, who knows. So I had a bit of drafting this on one of the very first goals. So. No drafting, it's then just a matter of how many upgrades you've got. Miss the crashes. So even with the upgrades I've got, there's more than enough upgrades to win this. And they are going extremely slow, that lot. I was so used to driving the NASCARs, I've not even thought about how much grip it's got around the corner and stuff. I didn't really until that last 3rd bend there, just had foot on the accelerator all the time. Well, speed wise, what is she going to get up to? Got 270 as a max for her. Now, for all I know, they might judge how fast you're doing this race for targets further on. So I'm not going to just go flat out all the way around in case I have to beat it or get measured against that speed on a later goal, because that is possible. Because sometimes what happens is they'll give you the target of whatever you completed this race, or they judge your a lap or whatever, and then they give you that as a target to beat in something else. I think anyway. I'm not totally 100% sure, but because I sometimes do get an easier target than other people, and I certainly don't cheat. I remember the very first time I did this Daytona, I thought it looked the most unrealistic track they've ever produced. The car just looked stupid on it on the banks. Now I've sort of obviously got used to it, and it's a track that I really like. I like all the NASCAR. There's nothing on NASCAR I don't like. Everything about NASCAR I think is brilliant. For me, it's the best part of the game. It's got so much more variance than the rest of the game has, with the drafting and the big fields and great big ovals, the high speed stuff, and you've got that Richmond, which is really short, and to complete some of the series on those on the and obviously the challenges we get in things like the gauntlet, if you don't drive that Richmond well, you are not going to win it. And that's what I really like about it. It's a rewarding track. When you drive well, you get rewarded by winning. If you don't drive well, you ain't winning it, and that's what I like. The fame they're giving out for these fame points are absolute rubbish on everything. It's got now that if you don't do 10 lappers at Le Mans, you might as well not bother playing the game. It's a shame the way it's going, but that's what it feels like to me. I'd love to go and race Mount Panorama or Spa or whatever, but the rewards you get for it, they're not worth doing. Even if you do 10 laps or something, you're just wasting your time. Real shame, I think.